All right, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Happy Sunday. It's been a while since I made a video for you guys. So let's pull this phone a little bit closer so you can hear what I'm saying. It's going to be a very, very powerful video today. I always say that every video, but I actually mean it. So today's video is going to be talking about people that generally fake people, right? People that pretend to be something today, but then they're in a couple of months, couple of weeks, couple of days, couple of years, they become, or they show who they actually really are. Now, and that could go for a family member, it could go for a friend, it could go for your spouse. It's only but so long people can be fake for. It's only but for so long, because people show you who they are. People show you their true colors. And it's up to you, if you pay attention enough, to realize that it's repetitive, the things that they're doing. It's not a one-off thing. It's not something that they do once every 5 years or something like that. It's something they do all the time. But because you're not paying attention, you don't realize what they're doing. So now today's video is going to be talking about those people. We're going to be talking about those people that is fake, that put up a facade and pretend to be something they're truly not. And it's for you to be observant and pay attention enough to realize what they're doing. Now, you have a friend in your life, and you realize that every time, for some reason, this friend is making fun of you, cracking jokes on you and thinking they're better than you and stuff like that. But in all honesty, they're making it seem like it's a joke. Oh, I'm just doing this for fun. And I'm just playing around. And one thing a girl taught me years ago, she said a lot of times when people are joking, they're serious. A lot of times people would joke around with you and they're actually being serious, but they do that and make it a joke to make it seem like they're playing around, just to see your reaction to what they're saying. But in all honesty, they believe what they're saying. In all honesty, what they're saying to you, they actually believe it and they think it's true. But you might be laughing with them thinking, ha ha ha, it's a joke, they're playing around, not knowing that they're really serious about what they're saying. They really mean it. Because behind your back, when they're talking to their friends, their family members, whoever it is, they're actually telling that person exactly what they're telling you to your face. But when they tell that person, there's no laughter behind it. They're telling them on some, yeah, man, I can't stand this person for this. They be acting like this and all that stuff. They be saying that stuff to the other person. And they come say it to you, and they say it with you with like humor behind it, laughing and giggling with a smile on their face. And you don't even realize that they're being serious. You don't even realize that they're coming at you. Because in your mind, it's like, oh, that's my friend. My friend is just playing with me. But they're not playing with you. They're actually serious. And it's for you to wake up and realize that these people are fake. They're not real friends. They pretend to be real friends. They're totally fake. They're just doing that to be close to you, just to know your business, just so they could gossip about your business to other people, just so they can make fun of you, to talk about you and all those things. You got to be mindful of those people, man. You got to be scared of those people, because those people, all they need is anything about you to turn that into like a soap opera, to talk about it, because their life totally sucks. So the only way they can feel good about their life is talking about other people's life, talking about your life, other people. That's all they do, is gossip about other people's life, but they don't focus on themselves and what they need to work on. They're so observant with everybody else, but they never be observant with the things they need to work on. They never look at themselves in the mirror and say, okay, these are the things I need to address. But they're so focused on everybody else's business. This person is doing that. This person's going over here. Can you believe this person is sleeping with this person? This person driving. They just love that. They love gossip. They love being in people's business. They don't like to focus on themselves. None at all. And this is what they do. They get any little thing about you to talk about you, and they make that thing into something bigger than it is. It could be something small, and they turn it into something huge, because they need something to talk about. But you don't realize that they're talking about you until somebody that they spoke to come back to you and tell you like, hey, do you know such and such was talking about you? And you be like, wow, that person actually said that to me too. And that's when you start to put two and two together, like, yo, this person's actually fake. This person's actually fake, because not only that they're telling me they're joking when they say these things to me in my face, now they're going behind my back and saying it to other people. And now other people have to be coming back to me and saying, hey, do you know such and such feel this about you or say this about you? But like I said, it's only a matter of time before things come out. It's only a matter of time for somebody to hide who they are. So a person could pretend to be the best parent. A person could pretend to be the best friend. A person could pretend to be a good person, but only for so long. Because with time and certain situations, certain things would change, and you would start seeing the person's true colors. But it's for you to take it for who they are, and don't make excuses for that person. Don't make excuses for the person, because that's the problem with some of us sometimes. We make excuses for those people and be like, no, that's not who she is. No, that's not who he is. And when you start thinking about it, like, yo, it's exactly who they are. They've been doing this for the last, every time that something happened, every time somebody says something, every time this thing popped up, they acted like this, they reacted like this, they did this. But in the beginning stage, they wasn't doing that, because in the beginning stage, it's like, I'm gonna put up a front. I'm gonna make it seem like I'm something I'm not. And I want you to see a version of me that's not really who I am. But I want to do that so I could pull you in. As a friend, as a spouse, as a family member, I want to do that so I could pull you in, so you could be close to me and you could believe that I'm a great, phenomenal person. But eventually, with time of me doing certain things, you're going to start saying, I don't like his ways. I don't like her ways. I realize that she does this all the time. I realize that he does this all the time. Every time I say this, they say something back. Every time I do this, they do something back. It's like they're always trying to one-up me. They're always trying to act like they're better than me. They're always trying to embarrass me. Those are the friends you got to watch out for. The people that are trying to one-up you for everything. Imagine you're around your friends and you bring that friend with you, and you're telling a story about something you did that was amazing. And now here goes that friend. Because they're jealous of you, they're jealous of your friends, they're jealous of your life. Now they're over there, and instead of just being like, yeah, that was so cool, man, that's dope, they'll be like, psh, that ain't all that. That's not them playing around, that's them being serious. Psh, that ain't all that. I did this, and what I did was way better than that, or way harder than that. And it's like they're constantly in competition with you. Even though you're not in competition with them, when they tell you they did something great, or if they say something in front of people and say, oh, I did this, you're a friend that's like, yo, that's what's up, man. Yo, I'm proud of you, man. You're giving this person a high five and giving them respect. But every time you speak about yourself, what you've accomplished, what you're doing, what you're building, what you're moving forward towards, you know what they're sitting there doing? Shooting it down. Every time your plane try to take off, they're shooting it down. And they pretend they're playing, but even your friends, let me tell you something. You see when that friend goes to the bathroom, or when that friend is not around, you know what your other friends, your true friends, are going to say? That's not your friend. That's not your friend. That person is fake. And you can be like, what are you talking about? You're going to make excuses for the person, right? What are you talking about? She's amazing. She's amazing. What are you talking about? And they're going to tell you, she's not amazing. She's actually fake. Because don't you realize that she's always trying to put you down? Don't you realize that every single time you try to talk about something great that you've done, she always try to she try to one-up you and talk about what she's done that's better? And then you're going to make excuses for the person. No, she's just playing around. Why you guys taking it the wrong way? But not really realizing, like, yo, this is repetitive. This is not a one-off thing. This is not one of your friends saying it. All your friends, your family members are coming to you and telling you, like, yo, this person is fake. You need to stay away from her. But because you're sitting there making excuses for her, it's like, no, she's a good friend. She's not that bad. No, I think you guys are overlooking this, or overthinking this. No, it's not that serious. It is that serious. It is that serious. And I hope you know that goes for your spouse too. That goes for your spouse too. You can have a spouse, and it's when in the honeymoon phase of this relationship, this person's pretending to be this amazing spouse. They're loving, they're sweet, they're caring, they're supportive, all those things in the beginning stage. Because it's just like a person that's trying to get a job. They're going to put on their best face for the interview. They're going to put on their best face for the first couple of months. But what happens with time? What happens when time passes? A company could tell you, yo, I don't know what happened, but in the beginning stage, when they first started, they was amazing. They was very respectful. They was coming on time, stuff like that, but it was hard working. But after years of being here, you know what happened? They're showing up late. They don't have respect for people anymore. They don't say good morning or nothing like that. They're quick to want to leave. And before, when they first started, they always try to stay back to try to prove that they were a good worker. But they were just being fake in the beginning stage. They were being fake in the beginning stage. But now, the real colors are coming out. The real colors are coming out. So now you have this spouse that in the honeymoon phase, you're thinking this person's amazing. This person is like butterflies everywhere. You feel all good. But then what happens over time is that person's true colors start to come out. And then you start making excuses for the little things that they're doing here and there. Not knowing that every time you make an excuse for the person, those little things are going to turn into big things. Those small little things that you're overlooking or you're not addressing and you're making it slide, those little things are going to turn into big things. And then you're going to look back a year later and you're going to be like, wow, how did we get here? How did I allow it to get this bad? You allowed it to get this bad because you didn't address the small things that they were doing. You didn't address when they were speaking poorly about you in front of your friends, in front of your family members, and said it was a joke. You didn't address it when they started making changes and the things that they used to do for you, they're not doing it anymore. You didn't address it that they was pretending to be something one time and then they was totally something another time. You should have addressed them. You should have spoke to them. You should have said, hey, when I first met you, this is how you were. But now you're a totally different person. What happened? Oh, I got comfortable. Oh, I just be forgetting. I have a lot of things on my mind. I'm going through a lot. Like, they will give you all the excuses in the world to why they cannot be the person that they were in the beginning stage. The person that you met them as. The person that you fell in love with. The person that you had feelings for in the beginning stage. Now they're totally different from that person. Now you're thinking like, yo, what happened? This person switched. They switched it up. But in all actuality, they did not switch it up. I'm going to say that again. They did not switch it up. You know what they did? They put the blinds down. Like, all this time, they was putting up this and they pretend to be this, but now it comes down and it's like, oh, this is the real me. But because you're so caught up with who you met, you're thinking like, nah, that can't be the real them, because when I met them, they were like this. But now, they're totally opposite. No, that's who they were the whole time. It's just they pretended to be something they're not. It's like, say, this person, you and this person broke up. Now they start a new relationship with somebody else. The new person that meets them, if they come talk to you, they're going to tell you, oh my God, this person is amazing. This person, they're going to say to you, how did you give up somebody so amazing? How did you give up this person that's so good? This person is so good to me. Why did you let that person go? And in your mind, you're laughing like you have no idea who you're dealing with. You have no idea who you're dealing with. This person, of course, this person started off good. They made it seem like they're this person that they're not in the beginning stage. But in your mind, you're saying to this person like, yo, it's only a matter of time before you see who this person really is. It's only a matter of time before you guys have conflicts. It's only a matter of time before this person digress or regress from who they really were, right? They were showing you they was like this way, but now it's only a matter of time before they regress and actually be the person who they really are, which is this version of themselves. But now when they become that version of themselves, are you still going to come back to me and say this person was amazing? Or this person is amazing. Why did you let this person go? So I don't believe nothing you're saying. You can say whatever you want for the first couple of months. Enjoy it. Be on this high horse and feel good about it. Oh my God, this person let go somebody great and I caught this person and I'm living like we doing good. Yeah, you guys are doing good. But how much relationships people could tell you like, yo, in the beginning stage, she could tell you he was doing this. He was romantic. He was taking me out. He was complimenting me all the time. He was always giving me affection. And after a while, that changed. You know what it changed to? Him being who he faked being, and now who he really is. And the same thing a dude could tell you, like, yo, when we first started dating, man, we was having sex all the time. We was doing it all over the place. It was exciting. She was always kissing up on me, touching up on me and stuff like that. And then what happened? What happened? Over time, that changed. And let me tell you something. Don't come with, oh, it's, after a time that changed and all that stuff. Yes, it might change, but it might change a little bit. But you have people that have been married for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, and you still see them holding hands. You still see them being affectionate. You still see the woman taking care of the man and the man taking care of the woman. And they're still being there for each other in so many ways. But we have this mindset that over time, yeah, it's going to change. Yes, it's going to change. But that drastic switch from this to this is a huge problem. It's a huge problem. So I see older couples that have been together for so many years, and I'm seeing them holding hands. I'm seeing the man kiss on the woman kiss on the man. I see the man opening doors. I see the woman sharing the man's food. I see them giving, both of them giving. Both of them giving to each other, both of them taking care of each other. And they would tell you, like, we went through a lot, but we pushed through and we made it. You see what I'm saying? But both of them got to be on the same page, and both of them got to work together for them to even get there. But we live in this world now where every little thing that happens between friends, family members, spouse, people are just quick to be like this, I'm out. Because they're fake. They're quick to say, I don't have to deal with this, I'm out. It could be little things here and there that you're going through, but in their mind it's like, I can find something better. I don't need to sit here and put up with this, I'm out. It's like they're quick to just get out of the situation, and it's like, yo, if they had a good job, and things was happening here and there at the job, you think they would just get up and just quit and leave the job like that? No, they would stick it out because they know it's a good job. And it's the same thing that comes with a relationship. If you know you have a good friend, if you know you have a good spouse, and this person's a really good, great person to be with, of course they're going to have their flaws. Of course they're going to have their things that you don't like about them, that you wish you could change. But then that's a part of life. You got to take the good and the bad, because you also have your issues that the person has to deal with. So it's your job to say, you know what? Is it worth me losing this person or leaving this person to go be with somebody else that's probably not going to live up to nowhere to the standard of this person? But because you're so quick to give up on your spouse, you're so quick to give up on your friends, you're so quick to give up on your family members, you jump and just run and go to somebody else because you wasn't really real. You was fake. You wasn't really real, because when something is really real, man, you go through the thick and the ups and downs, and you hold on to it, and you guys push through. You guys push through because you guys have an end goal of working on the problem, find a solution for the problem, and getting over that hump. There's no relationship that don't go over speed bumps. None. There's no relationship that don't have a mountain they have to climb. None. Especially the longer you guys be together. So if you guys are together for 20 years, you better believe there's going to be problems. There's going to be things that they're going to be able to tell you, like, yo, we went through a lot. We had to overcome this. We had to go through this. We had to go through that. But because they were both all in, 10 feet down, they're like, let's go. Let's go. 10 toes down, not 10 feet. 10 toes down. They was all 10 toes down, like, yo, let's get it. We're going to stick together. We're going to work it out. So be mindful of your friends, your family members, your spouse that you have around you. Know that not everything that people are joking around with, that don't mean they're really joking. A lot of truth is in the jokes. They're being for real. They're being serious. It's just for you to catch what they're doing and actually take it in. And you don't even have to point it out right away. Just see if it's become repetitive. And you be like, you know what? This person did that same thing last week. Every time I'm around my friends and I talk about something, they do this. Or you could say, every time I do something, or every time I go somewhere, I do this. They're always trying to show off or try to downplay what I'm doing and make it seem like what I'm doing is not that important. It's not that big of a deal. But everything that they do, they want praises for it. Everything that they do, they want to make it seem like it's the best thing in the world ever. And it's your job to take people for who they are, accept people for who they are, and understand that if you realize that somebody is fake, you have to get them out of your life. They need to go. They need to go. I don't care how you got to do it, but they need to go. You need to distance yourself from that person, and eventually you have to tell that person to their face, like, hey, honestly, I honestly thought you was a cool person, but I realized with time, I realized that you're always hating on me. You're always trying to put me down. You're always trying to act like you're better than me. You're always talking about me behind my back, and I don't need friends like you around me. I don't need spouse like you around me. I don't need family members like you around me. I need people that's going to uplift me, support me, love me. I don't mind you being truthful with me, but don't sit there and act like you're playing with me when you're being serious and talking down to me. You get what I'm saying? Don't act like you my friend when you really and truly are my friend. Because friends don't do stuff like that. Family members don't do stuff like that. Spouse don't do something like that. And if you was being for real, why did you need to go tell Bob about it? Why did you need to tell Jill about it? Why you need to tell all these people about what's going on with me? If you feel like there was something that you need to speak to me about that you think I need to work on. Stop being around fake people. Pay attention to fake people and accept that they're fake. Stop trying to paint them into something that they're not. When somebody show you their true color and reveal who they are, you say thank you. You accept it, move on. All right, you already know what it is. Thank you guys for all the subscribers. Thanks for all the people that's watching me on TikTok, Instagram. As you can see, I'm dropping a lot of short videos, but not a lot of these long videos because a lot of people don't have a long attention span. But I'm trying to mix it up and have both. I'm trying to have long videos for people that's willing to watch the longer videos, and then I'm making short videos because I know everybody watches those. All right, so make sure you guys go check out my short videos because I'm constantly always posting new videos all the time. I appreciate everybody that watches my videos, that likes my videos, that comments, even share. If you share my videos, I appreciate all of that. Eventually, I'm gonna have to come with a merch because this is from my other clothing line. Like, this is from my clothing line right now, Remain Humble. I'm gonna have to start making a merch for this relationship advice YouTube channel. I think eventually I'm gonna have to come with something. If y'all got any ideas, put in the comment section. Let me know what you think is a good idea for a shirt or a hoodie or whatever it is. What would you like to see me put out there that you guys could actually purchase to support the brand? But love you guys. Be positive. Pray to God for everything. Whatever is not in your control, pray to God and let Him handle it. Stop overthinking. Stop stressing, and let things just let things happen. Okay? Not everything is meant to be stopped. All right, you already know what it is. Peace.